Previously on Resident Evil.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried, because I thought you were...
Bruh.
Start talking.
Calm down, I didn't want to do it, believe me, I can explain!
Don't lie to me!
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun! Thanks, Jill. I don't believe that thing's really dead.
Bruh.
Leave this place up to me, and go on ahead.
Okay.
What? Get away from me!
Nope.
No! Hey! No!
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 14 of Let's Play Resident Evil. In the last video, we finished off Lisa Trevor finally for the final time, for our adventure at least. We made it to the Umbrella's secret lab, and now we're just going to continue on. In this video, we will be encountering zombies and bug-like creatures, and possibly the tyrant? I don't know if I can make it that far, but I think that's like 2 more videos, this video and the last video, which will be part 15. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started! Now, we only have that power key for one thing. To unlock one door. Believe it or not. Now, the reason why I travel back here is because, for one thing, there's no buggies here. Of course, when you come over here, use that. And unfortunately, oh, okay, never mind. I thought we were going to last use that key, but no. We're going to come over here. I believe the last door is over here. I may be wrong. You'll be encountering a zombie that's in this room right here. Now, this zombie is not doing anything besides just, I don't know, standing around. There's some flame rounds right there, and it's another safe thing. There's that ring. I'll show you in a little bit. And, of course, you got makeshift Albert Wesker zombie version. Ah, he's upset. Then again, I think anybody would be upset if they got shot in the back. Oh yeah, he's hungry and upset. Oh no. He's just napping. Come on. No! No, he's playing dead. No pun intended. That's where that last use comes at. Because now, all that we are going to be encountering is nothing more than those bug creatures and the tyrant. You need this in order to see that secret code. I will show you guys. This is only available whenever you have the elevator's capsule. Now this right here is another letter. Fax. To Sanction Division. Attention, Manager of Sanction. From Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named Address only. Any copying or disclosing of this content of this fax to any third-party member is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading this contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the T-virus, or recently the T-virus outbreak, and occasionally estimates there are 7 occasions. First concern, more than half of the research team have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all the survivors of the accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security protocol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high probability that most of the specimens that are running loose inside the compound, we expected many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunately, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect that the first official investigation will come from the state of police and S.T.A.R.S. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first, which is us. And oddly enough, see, doesn't that look like a Nintendo GameCube? I see it needs a memo. Let's go. That's where he's coming. Man, it even has a Metroid Prime theme going on with it. The sound effect. That's only one of the 3. Now, do note, we now have more room in here. So we can take this. We don't have to worry about Zombo over here turning back into a Crimson Head. We're going to take this. And then look at our map. I believe that is everything that's in this room. Now, before we do anything else, we are going to go and we're going to go back to, again, our item box. Man, I've had many times we went to our item box, guys. I'm surprised we don't get $1 for each one because as many times that we ran out of space here, we should be rich. Or at least get the equal amount of money we spend on the game itself. But now that we've taken care of the last zombie, because from here on out is just the bug creatures, which they're very acceptable to fire grenades. So if you have, like I said, we haven't even used our grenade launcher. So we no longer need this. This is just irrelevant. Along with this. And along with this. But we are going to combine it with the other ink ribbons. And we're going to combine this with this. Because do note, we actually have more than just that. Okay, so we need those. This we'll get rid of. This we'll eventually get rid of as well. But I'm thinking that we have more than just that. Let's see. We got acid rounds, which are still not organized. And let's see. Because once we're done with that key, that is it. We continue to move forward. I'm just trying to remember what else that I need to use the key for, because I'm completely drawing a blank over here. That is my bad, guys, for not memorizing something I did like 3 or 4 months ago. But then again, it's been a long time, so a lot can happen. And this is basically what that red film is for. This red film that we got in that room, or the item that I called the ring. It's basically meant for this. So we come over here, and this is what it says. There's a red color slide inside. Nothing is on it. That's because we're supposed to use it like this. So now it's showing in red. Now you don't see anything different other than the passcode 8462. That's what I put in there to have access to over here. So basically that's just what it's for. But of course, if you want to get the trophy of getting every single item in the game, you have to get it so you can get the trophy. And now that that's freed up one spot. Oh yeah, before I do anything. There we go. Pretty sure I thought we had more, like not 16, but more like 18 of them. Oh well. I digress. Try to find that extra room now. Now the reason why you want that grenade launcher on you is because we're going to be encountering some bugs. There's no further use for this key. Discard it? Yes. It's not like we can just keep... Well, we can keep it and have our item box just filled with key items. But basically, in order to get the other passcode, which is cell, you have to come in here in this room. We're going to go in here first because it requires you to have 3 spots or 2 spots full or empty. Excuse me. In order, and this is the reason why. See how we're gonna take this. There's an X-ray, and there's another X-ray somewhere around this room, right here. Now, do note the reason why for that is because of that. So I'm gonna scribble a note to use this electronic door. Please put the initials in the alphabetical order. Ugh. Clark Davidson. This one says that. No. We're just basically gonna put these on there. Just so we can have our inventory free. Now the reason how this key works is you gotta flip the switch here and it turns the room like a red. As you can see, that one has that problem. That one has nothing on it. This one has that, and that one has nothing. Now, the reason why you want to see these, since we actually exchanged the photos. Okay, now it's been exchanged. That right there is C for the colon. So as you can see, C for the colon. So there's the first letter for C. Now, the other one has problems with that right there. And the other 2 have problems of other things. So that right there is E, so they're C, E. The other 2 are liver and lungs. So there's the liver. This one right here are the lungs. So there is your passcode for cell. Now this one over here, research letter, June 8, 1998. Man, we jumped from 1967 from 1998. Man, my dearest Ada Wong, in other words. By the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The result of my test came out today, and I suspected that it come out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason, just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, or desperate pass. Yeah, I guess that is what it is. But if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do anything or everything in your power to make this whole accident, public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all of the logs using the security system. I have set up the terminals in small security rooms that you can log in using the security name and password is yours. You will need another password to release the locked basement to level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into the x-ray pictures, and I have no clue that's a medical term right there. I know you, and I'm sure that we'd be able to work it out without any trouble. There is just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Truly yours, John. So there's your first one that I just did too. John, Ada, password. So if you go into here, you're going to notice that this room is now done. Okay, so now that that is done, we're going to come over here. Sorry guys, I guess my throat's getting a little bit sore. I mean, it's getting a little hard to actually do all this reading out and stuff like that. You're going to pick this up. And I believe that is the last item in this room. Before we do anything, we're going to go and we're going to drop off the item we just picked up to pick up in exchange the 2 memo discs. Now, the reason why you want these memo discs is to release that lock that's that Albert Wesker is locking Chris in, or if you're playing as Chris, that's locking Jill up. Yep, that's right. He's locking up the other S.T.A.R.S members. Now, unfortunately for Barry, when you play as Chris, he's not available. I'm guessing he rejected Wesker's offer, but we just can't find him though. Should come over here. We're gonna drop this off. Whoop. There we go. So, like I said, we're going to need both the memo discs. I know exactly where they're at now after constantly failing to figure out where they were at in the first place. So, now that's picked up. I'm still trying to figure out why we had that many bombs with us. Now, in order to get the weapons master, you gotta fire every single gun. For me, I don't have to worry about the flamethrower, even though I'm not sure why, because I believe it gives it to you without using the flamethrower, even though Jill cannot use the flamethrower, but Chris can, and Barry can. Like I said in my last 2 videos ago, or I think it was part 12, exclusive weapons to each character, or as I like to call it, that's pretty much being sexist for each character. So you're saying that the female character cannot handle the flamethrower. I'm pretty sure she can handle herself with the flamethrower. You know, getting her burned on. But when we come in here, we're going to be encountering a new creature. That's why we have our flame grenades ready on the ready, because they are weak against flame grenades. Either 1 or 2 shots can kill them, or it will suffice. There, you can hear it. Fortunately, you cannot move these things. That one's being blocked. That one, unfortunately, is being blocked. You can climb on top of this thing. Unfortunately, as far as you can go, you have to go in this ventilation shaft. As soon as you drop down, there's going to be a bug around. Unfortunately, he took 2 shots. Out of my way, bug. That's why we ate that herb. Now there's another bug around here. He comes out from the ventilation shaft. Goodbye, bug. So like I said, critical, they take him out 1 shot, 2 shots of just the norm. Now, depending on where you come out at, you can either come out from that ventilation or the other one right there. We're gonna come out to the back one because that's where the memo disc is at. Right here. We're gonna pick up another battery pack, and we're gonna use this. Another GameCube. Another Metroid noise sound effect. So there we go. So now that that's done, we can finally move this forward. And you can get out. Unfortunately, you can do the same thing over here now. Don't ask me how. Now there's some shotgun shells right here. Even though we don't have the shotgun with us. But that is all the items in this room. So we're going to continue our way on out and go to the double doors over here and continue on with the power room. Now the reason why those doors over there, we didn't go through them, is because it is in fact locked. It is actually not locked, it's busted actually. So you can't open those doors even though you would like to go and open those doors. But unfortunately, this is the room that you were in. It's rusted shut. So either way, it is closed. This is closed as well because there's no power going towards the power panel. See, he's not getting any power at all. We're gonna come over here. Now this is our save room. Our safe room. So rejoice, this will be your last save room on this game. Very sad and depressing. But I digress. We are just gonna raid the room. We're gonna pick up these shotgun shells. We're gonna pick up these grenade ammunition bullets. Now, I believe there's some ink ribbon in this room. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna get this ink ribbon, and we're going to save the game here. Now, before you do anything else, once we finish shaving, you gotta make sure that you actually clean the pathway to the nitrous ox or the nitro room, where that zombie was at. That one zombie, the one where you got the red film at. Now, the reason why you wanted to do that is because this stuff is highly explodable. In other words, you just running with it will cause it to explode. It tells you basically not to jostle it. In other words, don't run with it. So basically, we're not going to use this. In fact, we're just going to trade it in for a green herb because why not? We don't need the boomstick ammo. Shotguns are pretty much obsolete from here on out. If I can find the what's it called? The shotgun ammunition. If I have it here somewhere. Oh, there it is. We have 35 of those bullets. That's not too bad. And we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to need this. We're going to need this. We're definitely going to need this in case we run out of that. We're going to take this and we're going to eat this. Or use it. Okay. So that's it for this room. Now, look at our self-defense items. We got 21 of those things. Those buggers, those bug creatures, literally, they like grabbing you. So they're a little bit hands-on, handsy. Not a good thing. This looks terrifying, this hallway. But then again, it's where all the bugs are. It's quite a bugging place. Like I said, you got to destroy all these bugs. Still nabbed him. Ah, I missed. He's climbing on the ceiling now. I know it's quite the buggy situation here. And that other bug is still around. He's just playing hard to get. There you go. So we got 2 bugs down. Like I said, you gotta do multiple chips around because being near something will cause them to come out. As you can tell, there's one more bug in here somewhere. Surprise! He's like, nope, I'm out of here. He's coming back for round 2. Now he gone. As you can tell, we are out. We wasted 2 shots, so that was my bad. Accuracy total 0. So now we're running on our standard grenades. Oddly enough, these do a lot more better damage. The reason why I did the fire ones, because you gotta fire every one of those rounds in order to get the weapons, trophy. Here's our last GameCube. Okay, and that is our last one. So yes, no more GameCubes. Unfortunately, we're still dealing with bugs, because I guess this place hasn't heard of Raid. Come over here, there's another one. With another, bug zapper. What up? Had to blow for him. Because I used the bomb on him. But like I said, run around these places, because there's quite a few bugs. When you go in this room, there's gonna be bugs, and even shooting with the gun with the nitro fuel tank caused this thing to explode. Nope. Goodbye, bug. Where'd he go? Where'd he at? Where'd he go? What? Oh, he missed. He jumped on the ceiling. Thought he can get me there. I know where he's at. Aw, man, I missed. Ah, what was I caught on? He's going around? Yes. Come here. That had to blow for you. Oh well. This is your activation for the self-destruct, only available for Rebecca, I believe. And this is the elevator. Start it up. There, it doesn't seem to be working. It needs some type of fuel. Okay, so like I said, you gotta come back and forth, because the game will send out these bugs to stop you. And you never know when they're gonna pop up too. That's why if you get the standard grenades, if you're a grenade launcher person, do not use the standard grenades, because they work perfectly with these bugs. Because they one-shot them. Or more in my case, insta-kill. So, oh yeah, that's right. Before I do anything, before walking out, I'm continuing on, I need to go and grab this one container. Now, I may know what you guys are thinking. Are you thinking this a little too crazy, or seeing shaken or jostle? Well, it may cause it to explode. Not working right. This is a capsule. It's an empty capsule, so yeah, there's no way we can jostle that, but we're gonna go ahead and run with it throughout the entire place here, so that way any more bugs that come out of the woodwork will actually get blown up, because we're that kind of guy that likes blowing up stuff. Because why not? Because it blows for them, and then pretty much just me doing the Junkrat, being over here going, I give it a 10. Because apparently, like I said, these people never heard of Raid. And apparently, either that or the people got bored and decided to experiment on giant-sized or on bugs, and they became giant bugs. That's quite the buggy situation here. Now, yes, I know another pun, but yeah, no. Okay. So no bugs encounter, which is a good thing. Because if we try shooting, that's called shaking. Do note the reason why we're shaking with this, it's because, man, it's gonna be fun just coming down these stairs. Now, there's a reason why I say that, because, but it's a guy thing. I guess it means a pervert too, but I digress. It's just how gravity works. It's magic, I guess. Which gravity sucks for anyone. Then again, it's gravity, so it pretty much holds you in place. So if there was no gravity, you see houses flying all over the place, and cars. So yes, this is locked still, but you have to pull these levers in order to do that. So in other words, pull the lever, crunk. Pull the lever again. And pull the last and final lever. Alright. Door's unlocked. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna run through here. I know that was a perfect Jill shot right there. But, well, we could have done. But this is where Chris or Jill will be held up at.
Jill?
Chris! You're alive!
Of course I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay. No sightseeing, though.
Because I believe you can get another trophy. It's locked. Well, no duh. Yeah, it's locked, and we're gonna break, what's his name out? Doing this, but yeah. No, I'm sorry. I just gotta do that for a thumbnail. Or I might just use something else for a thumbnail. But before we end the video, we gotta go. I believe it's this room. And get that fuel. So yes, open it, yes. It looks like a refilling device. Would you put the capsule in place in there? Yes. Okay, so now it's filled. The main ingredient of this fuel appears to be nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. So in other words, don't run. Here we're stuck in walking mode. And look at them bounce. I know that sounds like a perverted thing to notice, but for me, when I first was walking with this thing, I was like, oh god, what if any of those zombos or bugs will come out of somewhere? And you'll be right. Because if you haven't catched them on fire yet, then there's gonna be some zombies that you gotta avoid. Basically, if you're going through here, you will evade all the bugs that will come out towards the ventilation shafts in the front of this place. So, do note that. Man. Talk about attention to detail. I don't know if the guys who made this game actually ever noticed they actually put too much jiggle physics. But then again, a lot of jiggle physics is just take one step and they just come hitting your head. So that's pretty much way too jiggly. But then again, it's pretty cool though, if we can defy gravity. Me, if I was to do that, I would actually be doing double or triple jumps in midair, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so you gotta do is just keep on walking till you come over here. So if you haven't executed all those bugs, good luck trying to shake them off, because I believe, what do you mean it's not the right spot? It's just the right spot, unless I'm facing the wrong direction. If I can read it, then that is the right spot, game. Okay, there we go. You gotta talk to it. You can't just plop it back in there for some reason. Now we can run. You never know when those bugs might just come out and go, surprise! So, alright, go down here. As you can tell, there is nothing left in these spots because they are not red. The only spot that is red is the elevator that is not working, which we will get it working once we do this. And apparently the self-destruct button, or the self-destruct mechanism, was not active neither. Now it has fuel, since this is the main place where it does get its fuel at. There's no power. Start it up? Yeah. Pretty loud. Then again, it sounds like me getting up in the morning. Or getting up to go to work. Like, oh, gotta get going, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to the save room. And then we're going to be doing the final video. Yes, we're already at the final, almost to the final video. So this is like semi-final. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Come over here. Instead of going up there, we're gonna come in here. Now we are gonna be taking our ink. You might as well be taking this. I mean, you're gonna have to use it just so you can get the trophy. But I'm going to save it right here. Then after I save it right here, I'm gonna cut the video and I'm gonna end the video right here. So thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated with new content. And I'm going to get started on the next video. Thank you for watching, and you guys and girls have a fantastic day. And yes, it's gonna go through its whole shamil over here by, hey, we need to upload this online, but yeah, it's disabled for a reason. But I digress. I'll see you in the next video, and see you then. Bye bye, till next time.